Yo, I respectfully disagree podcast. Back with another episode. Got the fellas with me. Want to welcome to the podcast Charles, my partner Chuck. Want to welcome Grip to the mic. What's going on, fellas?
What's up with it?
Going on.
Can't call it, man. Friday afternoon, getting ready to kick back. Work been kicking my ass all week.
Man, I gotta go right back in the morning.
But I told y'all on the last episode that both of y'all done pulled up on me in the last couple of weeks. Y'all came to the house and we chopped it up, and we was just having some real conversation, man, like healthy. And I told you both that I think it would be dope for us to just sit down on the mic, have an episode, because you never know some of the stuff that we're going through. Other people may need it just to hear it, and who knows how many people it can help and things like that. But today's conversation, man, I just want to discuss, how it was growing up in a small town. And for me, it's like I've met people now that I'm in a bigger city and things like that. So people just assume shit. And sometimes I'm the butt of the joke. Everybody thinks that, we country and we this and that. But I tell people it's like a lot of shit that we seen and experienced. I don't even know if some of y'all could even handle that type of shit at all. And that's some of the stuff that, is crazy that both of us, BU and Charles had totally separate conversations, but in the end, we both was basically saying the same stuff. And that's why I was just like, that's crazy, man. So it's like we gonna touch on that. And then I know, Charles, you don't have any children yet or whatever, but me and Group was talking in terms of the kid aspect of it and just trying to mature and be sure that we're showing our kids different examples and things, separate from what we saw growing up. And that's what we just gonna chop it up, man. So the floor is open. You can bring any kind of conversation to the table and let's roll with it.
Well, I know when I came up here like about a month ago, we got to talking, and like what you said about people don't understand where we came from, and I agree with that. Like even my wife, she's from Detroit. I lived in California. I lived in Nashville. I live in Atlanta now. To me, when a lot of people talking about they from the hood, it was hard and this and the third, I tell people all the time, yes, you from the hood, but I'm from the slums. And they said, what you mean by that? When I'm talking from the slums, I'm from one stoplight. Total population probably like 1,400 people. We didn't have a Walmart. We didn't have a McDonald's. We didn't have none of that. Our families worked at factories. And then when the factory went to different countries, they struggled. They was even struggling in. We just didn't see when we was young. And so the thing is, people like, for me, growing up, to leave the nest and be your own man for me was really a jump of faith because I really had nobody show me what to do when I went out there in the world. They told me things when I grew up. I'd be respectful, be your own person. But when I went out there on my own, even through college, all that, I didn't really have nobody guide me because I was the first one to really go out there and experience things in that type of way. So to me, like all the hits I took throughout the years and the things I went through, man, like some days, man, I battle with myself because you sit there and you're trying to learn things, and then like when you fall off, you really don't have nobody to talk to you to experience with. And like sometimes some people don't really understand where you're coming from. My wife is like that sometimes, and like we are better standing now, but man, it's been this rough bumps for years. Me when I got with her, like it was a lot of stuff was going on. My family, like I said, we got serious down here. My mom passed. My dad's been going through things, his mental health issues. A lot of people don't know that. Like Grip, that one time you called, you know what I'm saying? Like we had to go down there.
I talked to Agent about that. I told him that, not trying to put no business out or nothing like that. But I was like, I reached out to Chuck because I had just seen him, but I ain't know what was going on neither.
Yeah, man.
You
Somebody
know.
for years he been battling mental health issues. He's still battling them now. He's still with my sister in Louisville now. So that's something I was going through. My wife didn't really understand it. There was something we was going through, and like I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I went up there to talk to AD because I needed to get away, and like I lost a touch of myself to where, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I had to go to counseling and everything. Still going to counseling.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
Nothing.
Not at all.
And like
That's
Guys, I think I'll be needing to go here. Go ahead.
I do too.
So, what happened was like with me, like, things going through and like I really got not like aggressive with my wife, but I got loud with my wife. She wasn't used to seeing that. And so with that, it kind of scared her. And then it's kind of scared me a little bit. So man, let me go cancel and get some talk. So I can get a professional, see what's going on. And the professional's talking, he said, you've been through a lot of trauma in your life. Just all the stuff I've been through. And we talk about quite a bit. But honestly, man, I think they come from the area we from, man. If I think about this, man, a lot of people that we grew up with, our parents and things, like they never left the nest. It's like they try to make it work. And then when things don't go the way they wanted to go, they put that on you. And the thing is, like when you growing up, you trying to like not think about the thing like you can't do this while you're doing that. Like you need to stay where you at. Sometimes, man, they can build on you and they can hold you back to your potential. I think a lot of time for me, when I came in from LA, that was a biggest point for me. I was really depressed for years, because I felt like I failed because so many years as a kid. You guys, man, I was a different one at the clique. I'm not gonna lie. I said I was a weird one at the clique. I tell my wife I turned the house a weird one. I said I was a weird one, talking weird, whatever. And like I said, but I always knew myself, and I always wanted people. I said I always push. I win and go get it. I like you can't tell me why I can't do it. And so I went to LA. That was the first time where I went through some obstacles to where like it knocked me back. And I can talk about it now. Like when I went to college, like my mama had a lot of credit cards in my name. And so the thing is, like, I found out about it when I was in college because my dad was telling me she kept on shredding up papers. And I'm sitting there like, we found out it was credit cards through school. So I was ticked. Came home, family told me you got to forgive this and that, blasey. I did that. She made one payment. 4 or 5 years later, credit card companies hit me. There was 3 of them. And I was in LA. I didn't want to put my mom in jail, so I took the money that I saved up to pay off the credit cards. Because again, I've never been on my bills, anything. I don't know how that goes. I was just nervous. So that put me behind. So what I was trying to do in LA, I couldn't really do it. I couldn't get out of that hole. So when I came back, I was upset for a while, man. It stayed there for some years, and I'm doing better now. But like I said, man, but I realized like sometimes you gotta take them hits when you come from a small town like we from. And like I can talk about it now that where like I'm grateful what I did because I met different things, experienced different things, made me the man I am today. But I tell people like when you come from a small area like we came from, it's hard to leave that area and it's hard to go on your own. I ain't even talking about like what I did. Like what Adrian did, what you did. If you went out there trying to do your own thing with your family, if nobody don't understand where you coming from, it makes it hard. Keep saying like, dang, man, I'm trying to better myself. But why people saying these negative things about me? I said, no lie, I'm trying
Man, I'm going through it right now. No lie.
you. You know what I'm saying? So my wife, and I'll let you do it after this group. My wife, when she came home with me a couple times, and this is what she said. If I had to live here, I would cry every day. She said, what y'all do here? I said, we did what we needed to do. We entertain ourselves. Like, what you mean? We didn't know nothing else about the world. Like, that's all we knew. But she sat there and said that, and then she saw where I lived at. She saw how Clinton was. She saw where Adrian lived, and she said, oh, wow. She said, man, this is like some poverty stuff. Yes.
Nah, said, for real.
Like her family.
But you didn't realize it. That's why I was telling him I need to. You didn't realize it till we got older, bro. And it was just like, I saw where the little property where I used to live at was up for sale. And when I went, I was just looking through the pictures and stuff like that. And I was just like, shit. To anybody today that saw that, they'd be like, ain't no way I'm going to live there.
Who gonna buy it?
Exactly. I'm like, bro, that's all I knew growing up. My whole life was in that building, bro. And it put in perspective everything that mama had to do to try to make shit work. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I told you, I'm not here to throw nobody under the bus or nothing like that. I'm gonna give you the floor. It was just one of them things where people's like, what made you leave from here and what's your driving force? And I'm like, bro, that was my motivation. I just wanted different. Like, I didn't want to experience, I didn't want to bring a family and experience all of that. And I'm like, I just wanted different. So I took that leap and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go to UK and the rest is history. But I was just like, bro, like we really saw some shit that I honestly feel like kids shouldn't have experienced. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we all have our own, childhood traumas and things like that. But it's like now as an adult and working with kids and coaching and stuff like that, I'm like, these kids ain't seen half the shit that we saw. And everybody says, these kids got it hard and this and that. And I'm like, well, shit, how hard did we have it? And we just didn't know it.
Man, didn't even have a clue.
At all. At all.
Hey, tell Indy call her mom and tell her I'm on the
Yeah,
podcast or something too.
like I just sit there like with my father-in-law, man. Like my wife told me he didn't finish school. He got a GED later. I say even that, okay, your dad lived in Detroit. He got on that forward. You get what I'm saying? Like it was more opportunities there, even though he didn't have the education. Or your mom is accountant. So like she kind of guided you all how to maneuver in school and stuff like that. I didn't have that. Like my daddy didn't graduate high school, and mama went. She did a year at PCC, so I didn't have anything. Honestly, nobody didn't tell me to go to college. It was on Miss Blaylock. God bless her soul. Miss Blaylock, the one pushed me, said, "Man, you need to do better." And I sit next to her desk, so people laughed about it. But she even said, because a lot of teachers think I was gonna go to college. And she said, "No, he's gonna go to college." She said, "The thing is with Charles is his mind's everywhere, but like he just need to focus on one thing, he'll be fine." It was because of her I went to college, man. And when I graduated, I saw her when I came home, and I gave her a hug. I said, "Man, because of you, I went to college." I was being honest with her.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, so
It's tough, y'all.
Man, well, with me, y'all know I was I was one of them rough ones out the bunch. I stayed in trouble. Y'all probably knew where I was headed before. I ain't gonna lie. This might sound crazy. This might sound crazy, y'all, for real. And it's sad, for real. It's really sad, for real. But like going through what I went through, the prison stuff and all that, bro, like I already knew I was gonna go through that. That's like that's what I've been trying to tell my son. Like that's retarded to even say. Like as a kid, you're going there. Like that's stupid. But with me, bro, I feel like, my mom had me when she was 14. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So my mom was basically a kid. I ain't see it like that growing up. But now that I'm older, I'm like, yo, when I was, because 14, I was already knee deep in the streets. So my mom 28.
Yeah.
And let me say this, because I know people be watching. I only seen two men come in my household my whole life. My mom had me at an early age, but like she respected me and my little brother. I can't say what she did behind closed doors, but I'm telling you what I seen. Only two men in my household. One of them she was married to, which was my little brother, dad. But I just think, man, with me, like you said, we come from a place where wasn't nothing there. That's why I'm trying to teach my son how not to be a follower. Because I feel like, I moved to Clinton when I was 12 from Columbus. It ain't nothing in Columbus. So when I moved to Clinton, I'm already hypnotized by the music. I'm already fascinated with a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I don't really know nothing about. And it ain't in Columbus. So when I get to Clinton, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I told you, I feel like I was on some following shit. That's how I end up getting in the streets like that, because I had it made. I told you that. Like now I can see, like look back and be like, I got it made. Like my granddaddy now owned a business that I seen him live well off of. And I'm seeing my daddy live well off it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who I work for. Like I'm seeing my dad live well off of it too. So now I understand when people was like, you was a fool for doing this. Yeah, I was. But then I'll be trying to tell people, like, man, where we from? Like, man, it's crazy. Like, being older, you looking at it like, man, this, like Charles said, one stoplight. Like, bro,
That's
then we
it.
wonder why they calling us country and shit. Like, bro,
Yeah,
one stoplight, got
exactly.
the whole town.
Like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes.
No lie, I can only imagine what y'all wives just said, bro. Because I done bought some of my partners down this from like Hoptown, other cities, and they like, bro, you grew up here.
That's what everybody's saying, and that's why it's like, I'm gonna be honest, and I ain't mean to cut you off, but it was like, for the longest when I was in college, and if I was dating a chick or whatever, and she's like, hey, I want to come and see where you grew up and things like that, it was almost a sense of embarrassment, because I'm like, ain't no way I'm finna take somebody to 308 North Washington.
Man,
so it was like,
I remember seeing your wife. I remember seeing your wife hooping though with you, down at the park though.
Yeah. See, by then I knew, like, me and her, we was locked in by then, but it was like, I brought somebody home before her, and I was like, Grandma, Granddaddy, can I stay at y'all crib? And it's like,
I can't even take them over here.
But y'all that's done been there before. It's like, bro, we didn't even have a shower. Like, you had to take a bath.
Bro,
and I'm like, now you gotta fast forward. It's like, bro, this like 2004, 2005 to take somebody to a crib that ain't got no shower. It's like, come on, bro. Like, nah, I'm not even finna set myself up. It wasn't that I was like ashamed of where I come from, but it was just like, these is just our living conditions, and this is what it is. And it was just like, man, for the longest, bro, it's like I couldn't understand that. But then it's like, damn, I'll be 40, and it's like, bro, my mama really did what she had to do to make shit shake.
Nah, they did, bro. And and I feel like what you said make you feel like you was you didn't appreciate it enough. Like you was, you know what I'm saying, a little ungrateful about it. Cause like you said, man, it made stuff shake, Cause bro, I ain't had my own bed. I was like 12. You feel me? Like slept on the couch. But like you said, my granny and them did miracles when Christmas and stuff came around. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
thing, bro, it's like, y'all know it, bro. It's like I had all the Segas, Nintendos, PlayStations, Jordans. Yeah. On the outside, it looked like everything was smooth. But and it's like, bro, your pops work at Goodyear. Everybody just assumed that we had money, but it's like, okay, in reverse, if you really look at it, it's like, okay, if we had all this money that people think we had, then why we in a 2-bedroom duplex? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I tell people, it's like, I'm not here to throw anybody under the bus. I'm proud of where I came from. I'm thankful because now as an adult, I know how to manage my money. I know when shit get hard, I know what to do. Some people don't know how to handle where I'm gonna get the money from to pay this bill or where I'm gonna get the money from to that. People crash out over that.
Yeah, because you wasn't taught that.
Exactly. So it's like I saw my mama budget everything and make shit work. So now I have that in me to where it's like, all right, shit getting hard. Don't panic. You'll figure it out. Something's gonna happen. And if not, you gotta make something happen, but don't panic. Some people don't have that.
I know my dad. He showed me how to save money and stuff up too. Like my daddy, I always says that my daddy showed me how to save money, but he didn't tell me what to do with that money. You know what I'm saying? Like save money, get what you want, buying things. Cause a lot of things I bought my own, babe. You all know I worked at Greg's, man. I worked there because I have a choice. Cause like for me to get what I wanted, I had to work. I live in the household, but I have to work. Not to mention, we live in the house, but man, that house been there since like the late 1800s. And like I remember, Mom and them had a hard time getting the house together. Like they had to refinance it twice. They went through bankruptcy twice.
That's what I'm saying. But as kids, that shit that we didn't know, we just assumed.
When Jeezy,
everything was straight.
Yeah, right. When Jeezy came out, Throw Motivation 101, when he said, I used to hit the kitchen lights, cockroaches everywhere, I knew how that felt. I didn't tell nobody, though, because you're embarrassed about it.
Shit, I did. Yeah.
Right, we all did.
Yeah. I was like, with my wife, these people that laugh at me and shit. Hold on real quick. Some of these people that laugh at me and do all that. I'm like, bro, y'all wouldn't even know what to do. You come in and see a motherfucking mouse scatter across the floor, turn the lights on and see all kind of bugs and shit. It's like, bro, like we just had to make best of what we had.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, man, look, that's why I be trying to tell my son, like, man, y'all blessed. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? And you know, I ain't like my early hood was messed up, and then you know, my mom, them, like you said, they just made it look good. You feel me? I know they went through some struggles, and then like I said, my mom was young, but man, like I'm seeing like what y'all everything y'all saying, like yeah, like really going through that, like right now, like you shit, you better learn. Like, did nobody teach me financial literacy? You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to put it up. No lie, bro. I ain't did no podcast episodes with mine because of my son's situation. You feel me? I already had custody of my little girl. And like I told my son, I wasn't broke, but when you came, man, I had this that changed the game. You feel me? Financial wise and everything. Like, man.
Yeah.
So I be trying to tell him, like, y'all gotta be a little more grateful. You feel me? Because it was 5 kids in my crib.
Yeah. So I said, no, it's like now that we have kids, and I just be sitting back tripping because it's like, let's just say, for example, school getting ready to start. My kids talking about they want some shoes and shit like that. And it's like, man, my son, he in men's size now. Man, and I'm like, bro, the shit that he want, $200. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna pay no $200 for no 10-year-old shoes. And it make me think, it's like, all right, man. And now I know what mom and them used to say. It's like, nah, I ain't paying that for no Jordans and this and that. So I had to go out there and mow and do all that stuff to try to get at least half of it. I was like, look, y'all meet me halfway or something.
Yeah, they ain't doing none of that.
Nothing at all.
All he doing is playing that new college football game. He over here in the chat right now on like his phone. That's all he know. That's all he know. They cancel football practice, so he here. You feel me?
Okay.
But yeah, that's all they know. But no lie, when school start, like Adrian said, bro, my household good $2,000-$3,000.
Man,
I don't know that feeling.
Easy.
I don't have any kids, and like the thing is, man, people talking about, man, so when you gonna have kids, and I said, man, you know, we talking about having kids now, but honestly, man, for me, first of all, I knew I wasn't in one place to have kids, and then for two, it's like, bro, like,
you smart.
I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people look at me like,
nah, for real, bro. Listen, you shouldn't. Me knowing what I know now, I feel like you shouldn't have a kid, bro. For one, don't be having a kid by somebody you really don't plan on being with. Second of all, you really don't need to be having no kid unless you financially straight.
That's it.
That's my thing,
bro.
Right?
Kids cost bread.
Yeah. That was my point,
I might have bought myself something to the little G concert. Hey, that was my first time buying some shoes, outfit, almost half a year probably.
I had to slow down for the show.
It's killing me, bro.
I'm glad you said that, man. I told people
for real, bro. You is.
I told people like I knew I wasn't gonna be married till my later years. I knew I'd probably be married in my 30s. That's how I knew I had my kids around my late 30s. I'm gonna be 40 now. But the thing is, like, I saw how my dad and them struggle with me. And my thing is, I want to make sure. I know you can't plan it, but I just want to make sure I get myself together and I get all the information I need. So that way, when my kids come, I can put them in the better path, and then I can give them more. Now, I will say this: I do have a niece and nephew who do call me, especially my niece. She called me a lot, so I help her out. And then my goddaughter, Mike's little daughter, I still keep in touch with her. I haven't talked to Mike in forever, but with Gabby, I talked to her and I try to help her out. Because, like, to me, it's like, I told people, if I had a kid, Adrian said it wouldn't be true, but I said, if I had a kid when I was in high school, something like that, man, I'd be in a trailer park somewhere, be miserable. He said, oh, it wouldn't happen like, yeah. I'll be honest. Yes,
it's an extra motivation there, bro. And it's like, don't look at it in a negative light. So, yes, Grip, you are 1,000% correct. And I've told him this before. If you have the luxury of waiting to plan a child, then do it.
For real. Yeah.
But it's like, I'll use myself as an example. I wasn't planning no kid, that wasn't even a thought. I come in the crib. She's standing at the top of the stairs. She got a pregnancy test in her hand. I'm working at Macy's at the time, bro, making $9 an hour. And it was a part-time job because I had quit my full-time job. Had no idea that when you quit, you don't get unemployment or none of that. That was my first job that I've ever had in my life, straight out of college. So I done quit there and in between trying to find something. So now it's like, oh, shit, I got a kid on the way. And the first thought that come through my mind is like, damn, I'm getting ready to repeat this whole cycle all over again because I was on the verge of getting ready to have to move back home because shit was bad for me, bro. And it's like a lot of people don't know that. I had lost everything and had no idea what was finna happen and was getting ready to have to move back home. And then it was just like, all right, that's a whole nother level of motivation to where it's like, all right, man, somebody depends on you now. Get your shit together. Get your shit together. And the rest is history. So I tell people all the time, bro, I was like, my daughter changed my life. And that's for real. She changed it.
My kids did too, for real. Boy, when I really got my head straight and, start putting them first, because, I was in the streets, so I really can't just sit here and lie and be like I was putting them first. I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking, buying them stiff, all this. Then this last time when I got out, bro, it was over. I got married and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I finally got out the streets. And then I get my daughter, and she changed stuff up. But then when I really got my son, they really, really didn't change the game up. Like I must have had him a whole year now. And it's just like I'm trying to make sure he don't do what I did. You know what I'm saying? I see so much of me in him. It's crazy. Because he don't look nothing like me. He don't look nothing like me. He look like his mom. But
it's like sometimes you see how they act or certain.
I'm telling you, he me, bro. Yeah. He me. He just look like her, but he me. Like, that's bro, crazy. Attitude. I can see it. Like I know how I was his age. Attitude. He called himself rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, he messed up our music and stuff. Like, man, I see it, bro. And it's like, I'm trying to make sure he don't make the mistakes. I keep telling him, like, you got me. So I done did everything you ain't got to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to make sure he know how to be his own man. Because I feel like in the world, there be a lot of people's problem. Like, a lot of people's followers, you don't want to be that because you can follow somebody into the wrong place. Like I told him, like prison, the cemetery, all these different places you can, you know what I'm saying, following and get you there too. Like, yep. Yeah. So, just, man, and then just trying to teach him, like, like what Charles saying, like, I seen you do it right. All your kids by your wife. Like, to me, that's really how you do it. Like, I was just out there BSing. I got 4 kids, 4 different girls. My last son, it's by my wife, but, 2 of my kids 3 months apart. Like, bro, I was tripping. I love my kids. I'm not saying that before anybody be like, oh, what is this? No, I'm not saying that. I love all my kids. What I'm saying is I wasn't using my head. You know what I'm saying? I was just out here just doing whatever, and that ain't cool.
But you know what?
Now, like,
go ahead. My bad.
I'm just gonna say, like, now, bro, it's hard dealing with different kids' mothers, bro.
Yeah.
And I actually got 2 of mine. So it's really hard dealing with them because they got grudges now. So
I be laughing at Kevin all the time. I was like, I don't know nothing about them situations.
Nah, it's real. For real.
Most
a
definitely.
lot of people go through a lot because, shout out to the women that do, like, don't never use people's kids against them. But a lot of women use their kids against these men, bro. Like, for real. And when you got multiples, you in trouble. For real.
Wild. But what I was gonna say was, it's like we all go through things for a reason, in my opinion. And sometimes it takes going through some BS before that light bulb finally go off, and then you start going down that straight path. Going back to you, Charlie, when you opened up and you was talking about California and things like that. That's an experience that I can't share with you. You know what I'm saying? You actually packed everything up, took that leap, and went out to California. Some people ain't gonna even have the courage to do that.
Nah, at all.
So it's like, I would never look at that like a failure. You know, things may not have worked the way you wanted it to, but that's still an experience that you're gonna have for the rest of your life. So now moving forward, you know what not to do so you don't end up back in that situation.
And just the people I met out there, and I still keep in touch with people out there. Even with the Vegas, I remember when Brian, we was in that one club at Chaos. I remember Brian was sitting there, man, this is why they're playing house music. Say, Brian, give it time, man. Trust me, man, it's gonna pop off with like urban music around noon, like midnight. And like he said, man, you was right. See, yeah, nice live out here. So I'm like, no, because like we went to Vegas, you know, that was my first time going to Vegas. So like I've been there before. You know, I wish we could have done more. But the thing is, even when I told Adrian about that, you know, I will say this, and I do agree with Adrian saying that, is that even though we are apart in different places, I would say that because we're getting older and we're experiencing different things in different ways, I think for us, what we're experiencing in different places, we can build amongst each other to make each other better as men. I think the thing is when we come from, why not share their knowledge with the people we grew up with? And so when we went to Vegas, I said, "Oh, like dang, like what Adrian said made sense." So there's reason why, you know, we want to make another trip. And that's why I said, like, we're talking about Vegas next year. And I was sitting there like, shoot, man, like I live in Atlanta. I said, like everybody been to ATL. I know Pierre been down here. I said,
yeah, we didn't been down there. We just went to a battle down there not too long ago.
Yeah,
but you know, I'm with whatever though. We do need to. We gotta start at least once a year. You know what I'm saying? We really do.
But my wife was telling me, she said, they come out here, I will host some at the house and have drinks and stuff like that, so y'all can chill, not to worry about that. And I said, well, I'll bring it up, you know. But I'm with you though, like, and I'm with AD about that. Like I said, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something for mine though too.
Yeah,
I'm having a 40th sneaker ball.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna rent the club out, so it's gonna be private invite only. Nobody else, but you know what I'm saying. The people I invite.
I ain't bought a pair of sneakers.
And my mama gonna be in there, so you know I ain't finna be invite nobody that's finna get crazy. So
yes, sir.
You know.
But yeah,
that's
man.
why I said that's why when I talked to you last week, Grip, it's like, all right, that's when that light bulb hit. I was like, man, let's do something like this to where even if this turns into some kind of little series and we get everybody on here and just start talking, because to me, dog, it's therapeutic at times.
Yeah, because you know, people don't know, like, just going back to like the hood, like where we from and stuff, like that's why I said, man, like I don't even want my kids going to their school. And man, no disrespect to them, but bro, to me, they was just racist. I'm gonna call it what it is. Like it was a lot of racism that we didn't see until we realized when we older, like, damn, like now the bus come down there and pick kids up. But think about it, when we was growing up, bro, you had to walk to
I didn't know that.
The bus go by the they go up there by the apartments by, you know, behind Clinton Hills. They go around, go down the hill now where I used to stay and pick kids up, you know. But they got to turn around because, you know, the trestle, they can't go through the trestle. So they got to turn around. But what I'm saying is when we was growing up, they wasn't doing that. You had to walk to school.
Walk for sure.
And it's the only side of town they doing this too.
You know what? Still to this moment, that didn't register till you just said it. Damn.
Bro, no lie. That was the only area it was happening.
And they always say the kids under the bridge too. Remember, like Bobby used to come down there and like you
man, that's crazy.
And mom and them tell them like, what y'all doing down there? Y'all don't need to be down there. But growing up for us, that was normal. Like I didn't see no wrong. But the kids on the bridge. So just like, hey man, those are the kids on the bridge.
Damn, you right, bro. The bus didn't go nowhere near there.
Adrian, I'm not lying, bro. Like for real, we walked to school, bro. Rain, sleep, snow. Think about it. For real, think about it.
Ice and everything.
I'm not lying, bro. Think about it. You tell me when you was getting a ride before Dub had a car or somebody had license. Because Dub was the first one with a car and I clicked.
Even elementary though. Like, damn, you right.
Walk.
Everybody
I get your mama to drop you off. I get your mama to drop you off. walk, bus picking everybody else up though.
And all you see is all the black kids walking to damn.
For real. That's why I said, bro, they was racist as hell. They can't even make me believe they wasn't. Like, I know for a fact.
I'm
and then
40, I'm getting ready to be 40, and that has never registered till now.
You know what though? You're probably right about that, Grip. It was a couple of teachers there.
For real, man. You know they was, bro. I ain't saying everybody. That I ain't saying. I ain't saying everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Mr.
But for
Johnson,
real, a majority of them.
Yeah. All right. I remember Mr. Johnson, man. I came back to visit from LA, and I remember like he was so happy to see me. He pulled me in his classroom. He said, "This guy right here graduated from here and been California, went to college, and all that stuff." And I was sitting there just looking, and like it was my cousin there. I know him. He my cousin. This and that. And I said, "Yeah," but I didn't think about it at the time. I said, "Damn, he's kind of using that as motivation for them. Like you can go different places." But you're right though, Grip, because like I don't remember his name now. Academics, when they talking about scholarship stuff, that dude didn't help none of us. He didn't help any of us.
Look, hey, what I just tell you the other day.
None of us.
I said if it wasn't for Sean, like I'm sitting there with a 3.9 GPA and didn't have no idea about any other scholarships and things that was out
Adrian
there.
was telling me that. I'm like, what?
Sean was the one who told me about the William Parker scholarship. I got a full ride off of it, bro. Had it not been for him, I have no idea what would have happened.
Shout out to Cuz.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, it's different now that we're older and we can start putting all this shit together and make it make sense to where now we can educate our kids and tell them what to be mindful of and what to look out for.
Yeah, and it's a blessing, man. I'm thinking about this stuff now, man, because everybody that I've been down here, even my homeboy Marshane, he's from Relisville, so he's past Cairo in Missouri. And like I remember, I told him how many people graduated. Man, it's only like
25 people.
I mean, my wife graduated 500, and like Marshane graduated
right.
25. They said, "What kind of school you go to?" Small,
messed up one, right? There was a few genuine ones there though, like Coach Edwards. You know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like Kenny Wilson. He was a good dude. Coach P. Perry.
Yeah,
he good. He a good dude. You know what I'm saying? It was a few good ones in the school though. I ain't just finna say like everybody was like that, but yeah, they was like that. They can't say they wasn't. Come on, man. Y'all got these kids. Y'all got us walking. Come on, man.
I swear, I did not even think about it.
It was normal to us, though. That's the crazy thing. Like you said, this shit normal to us. Oh, it's cool. We walk to school when it's raining, snowing. It's 30 below out here. We gotta walk to school.
Man. Or even when school would get out early because of the snow and stuff like that.
And they let you know how small the town was too. That you could walk to.
We had to foot that shit. Damn.
Yeah. For real, think about it. You right behind it, so you didn't have a long walk.
But I'm even looking at the elementary part, bro, because we used to walk from way over. Come down past the second.
I had the longest walk. I had the longest walk out of everybody.
Word.
I gotta come from under the trestle.
Damn.
Man, I ain't lying. Didn't think about it. Think about how the train used to lean the whole time and how that was, you know what I'm saying, how that was going up under. It's fixed now. But man, we grown. Y'all waited 30 years to fix this shit. This shit could have been failed.
Bro. That's what I'm telling people. It's like at the end of the day, you know, not to keep from rambling or whatever, but it's like that. I think Charles might have said it. It was a blessing because you really know how to look at life now from all different type of angles, bro. And that's why I'm like, I don't give a damn how many people laugh if I'm in a room full of people and say that we graduated with 30 people or whatever. It's like, to y'all, that's funny. But to me, it's like, that taught me some shit that I honestly feel like none of y'all even know how to relate to.
And you in the room with them. So what that say?
And it's
you
like,
feel me?
So
you in the room with them. So, you know.
Like, I learned survival growing up.
Nah, like I didn't even think about it. What y'all said, like for real, we really came from the slums, bro. Like nothing's here. bro. You got to make do with what you got. No skating ring, no arcade, nothing. Barely had basketball goals, man. No football team, man. What?
Not even like a boys and girls club. We didn't have any of that. Don't get me wrong, they had the youth council stuff when we got older, you know. But other than that, though, what did we have?
Hell, each other.
Go to each other's 4-H camp. Yeah, I'm going to 4-H camp like a fool. I mean, KKK land. Don't even know
it. I never did. My ass was too scared.
Man, I should have been way out here with my granny Neil tripping. That's the only thing you can do to get away, though. You feel me? We ain't got no swimming pool. I'm gonna swim while I'm down here. You feel me? I'm gonna get to shoot some guns.
My kids still clown me to this day. I got a whole pool in the backyard. Don't know what to do. Man, you can't swim. We had a scare the other day, bro. Real talk. I'm down here working. No, I don't know how to swim. I look at everybody else back there. I don't get that damn water, bro.
Tripping. You got to go take lessons, cuz you got to learn how to swim.
Look, my kids been laughing at me like real talk. This was last week, bro. No lie. I'm down here working, and I hear somebody screaming. And at first, I'm thinking the kids just outside playing. I'm like, what the fuck? But now it's like, wait a minute, this is a real cry for help. So I run upstairs. I go out the back, and my youngest daughter, when I open the door, it looked like she's sitting here gasping for air and shit. So I'm freaking the fuck out because she down on the deep end too. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what to do.
Right, because
so for about 5 or 10 seconds, I'm sitting there like panicking. But that's when my other two kids came up from out the water and they grabbed her and pulled her to the side. But apparently they was out there playing, and I guess she had her mouth open and she took in too much, and she started panicking.
Yeah, that should make you throw up.
I flipped out, bro. I cussed every last one. Get y'all ass out this water right now. My wife was way out in the front, so she didn't hear it either. And I'm saying to myself, I'm like,
man,
bro, like we can laugh about it now, but like
in that was scary, bro.
I'm like, what the fuck do I do? And it goes back to what you saying. Y'all going to camps and stuff, so you learn.
I don't know.
I'm sitting in the crib.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real. You got a pool. You need to learn how to swim. Man. Just for moments like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're kids, stuff can happen. But you definitely, and you got a pool, so you definitely need to learn how to swim. Because you don't want to be out there and mess up and get in there, you gonna panic. And it ain't nobody there to save you. So you definitely.
That's why my ass don't go nowhere near. I done got out there and tried a few times. I just like, bro, it ain't for me.
Yeah, it ain't nothing. You know, of course, when you water, you be scared of it. It ain't really nothing though.
But that ties into what we talking about, and think about it.
We ain't had no pool.
We ain't had no pool.
The country club, we can't go there. Listen to what I'm saying, man. And go back to the racist shit, bro. Chuck in my line, bro. I gotta call a spade, bro. We was in a racist ass town, bro.
We used to sneak out there with Gabi and them. I remember that.
Come on, man. Country club. You can't even go up here and swim.
The first time I went out there, bro, I think I was in college, maybe. I went out there to play golf with Trent. That's the only time I ever been out there. We used to have to ride past in the summer if we was going to Paducah somewhere and look at everybody out in the water. We couldn't even go.
Bruh,
but it's like, even with that, and after this, we'll wrap it up. It's like, I tell people all the time, it's like, I ain't never take no family vacations, no shit like that. So it's like, how, like, to everybody up here, it's normal to just go swimming and shit like that. It's like, bro, I ain't never been bowling. I had never done none of that till I came up this way and started hanging out with different people. I was like, hey, y'all, let's go bowling. Let's go do this and do that. And it's like, we didn't have none of that.
No,
we didn't have none of it. Shit different, man.
There ain't none of that. I will say this, though. Because I know when my wife saw the house I lived in, because when she went there, our house was condemned. Wasn't nobody staying there. So she never been in that house. And then when she saw the duplex, I said, you know what, though? But when we were kids, though, we was kind of anxious all the time. We never thought it was like, you just walk straight.
It was a hangout spot, bro. That's why I'm like.
I just stayed all night over there with him a few times.
I'm
telling you, I was there after, like, maybe it was like after Christmas, because this is no lie. He gonna know I'm not lying neither. he finna bust out laughing about this story. I'm finna tell it because I know he remember. Bro, it was like after Christmas. It was when the first Home Alone came out. I want to say it was the first one or the second one, whichever one where they had the recorded thing, right?
Second one, yep.
One of his peoples that bought it for him. His brother then hit the record button, went in there with his mom. I don't know who he was talking about, but she was talking. She didn't know he was recording. When he got done, he said, "Yeah, we finna get you now." You remember that, bro? I ain't lying, bro.
A talk boy, dog.
I was all the way in the back because the kitchen was all the way in the back at your crib.
A straight shot. Everything was just a straight shot. You just walk.
I want to say you and your brother had bunk beds back in the day.
Yep.
I remember this, bro. Like for real, we was
young. Saying, bro. That's why I was like, nah, I wouldn't change it for the world. It's like, really think about it, Chuck. When you walked in, like we ain't even had no closet space or nothing, bro. We had a nail on the wall and we just hang our shirts up on the nail.
Yeah.
Nah, I was like, come on, bro. I was like, man.
That's what I told you. When I seen your crib, the first time I seen your crib, that's what I told you, bro. Like, bro, I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you. Like knowing where like we really came from to this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, nah, bro.
It's like you made it. For real, coming from where we come from, you made it.
I ain't at that status yet. So don't let none of this fool you.
Go back to the town then and ride around.
Don't let none of this shit fool you, bro. That's what I'm telling you.
But the thing is, when you brought up his house, I remember like one time, I don't know where I was at, but my dad couldn't find me. And I remember you told me that he came to your house, knocked on the door. It's my boy here. Cause like everybody went down to your house.
Everybody was down there, bro.
Like, man. And then what Grill say about the house, even with me, man, sometimes I have to sit back because, I got my own house too. And like the thing is, like, you have to sit back. Sometimes you have to sit back and just look at things and say, damn.
Man, you gotta pat yourself on the back sometimes. What you mean? For real.
Because even Mace brought that up in the chat and he said, man, Charles got his own house down there too. And, Charles be in the group every now and then, but like I know he be doing things, but he said, man, Charles got his own house too. Now. And sometimes you gotta sit back and think about some things, man. Or like I say this all the time. And I tell my wife this, and she be laughing. I said, you're not struggling too bad when you can go in the bathroom, you got Charmin toilet paper. That's how you know.
Well, we used to have that save shit from Greg, boy. Man.
Like, to me, Norton, or was it Quentin Norton? No, Cottonelle, Quentin Norton. You get that Angel Soft, you get into the paper kind, you get below that. And when I was a kid, we didn't have the good kind. So I said, man, when you look at stuff, small things like that make you appreciate it.
You appreciate everything, bro. For real. And after this, we're gonna jump off here. Like I said, I really enjoy these type of conversations. Yeah, even if it's something once a month, or if we start bringing other people just to sit back and chop it up. And that way we can start building these connections again, man. Because at the end of the day, we all come from the same place. And I know we got the little group chat on IG and shit, but sometimes it's different to just see each other face and be able to chop it up.
Yeah, we need to tell some of the stories too, like how y'all got chased by them dogs on them bikes and stuff like that. Bro, we got stories, bro.
I'm scared to this day, man. But nah, for real though, this is dope, and I definitely appreciate it, man. Like I tell people, bro, like sometimes this is therapeutic, and we getting older, man. So it's like, in terms of even if it's just encouraging each other about your health and shit like that, I know I gotta get myself back in order. But it's like we ain't going backwards, bro. We getting ready to hit 40.
Yeah, for sure.
So just little life lessons and little gems and shit, and even if it's something that can help each other with kids and things like that. I heard you mention your son like to do music. He's into music and shit now.
Yeah,
and I remember one of your episodes where you had a father-son on one of them, right?
Yeah, for sure. My dude, Dad Jackson. I just seen him at the G when we went to the G concert. He was in there too.
So when you said that, that's the first thought come to my mind. I'm like, that's some, different little avenues and things that y'all can experiment with or share different stories and things like that, just to help him stay in that lane if it's something that he want to pursue.
Yeah, I just want to make sure his head's straight. I tell him,
Absolutely.
like as far as with the school and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm
And
definitely
also,
looking forward to seeing what he gonna do.
yeah, also as well, because you right with the schooling, but I went to school for music business and things like that. So if he needs some help on that with the books, and like I said, I still do music now, man. I produce, I make beats and everything now, record my house and all this stuff. So like, if that's something he wants to do, I'm all good for it. But I'm with you though. Make sure that he goes get
Yeah, man.
this.
This first, then we worry about the
Yeah,
music. But I'm gonna get him in the studio though. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll see what he really do. Cause like I told him, it's cool when you rapping for your friends, rapping out your phone. But when you get in the that's
serious.
that's when it matter.
Yeah. But even with that, it's like you have that experience that now you can share with people.
Yeah, and that's
That's
what
what
I
I'm
told him. I
saying.
done
It's
been
like,
on both sides.
yeah,
You feel me?
everything
I
happens
actually
for a
rapped on
reason.
tracks and battle rap. You feel
It's
me? And
dope
like I
when you
told
start
him,
seeing
battle
shit
rap
come full
worse.
circle.
Yeah, battle rap harder than rapping, and that's what I told him. Like I done been on both sides.
Battle rap, you gotta be creative all the time, man. Like I respect the battle rappers like tremendously, because like for you to like be creative like that, because basically you just go on bars, man. It's not really like a song structure. You get what I'm saying? You really gotta be creative with your bars. And like I think it's so many different avenues when it comes to hip hop. Like I know people say rap, but I say to me, rap is like the buildings. The culture of hip hop is the base. It's the ground. It's the soil built on top of the city. And I think battle rap is one of them. I respect a lot of battle rappers because you're right, they do battle rapping down here quite a bit too.
Yeah, y'all know more than me, but it's like the biggest respect factor for me is like, bro, you gotta win the crowd too. Like
Bro,
you can't be
that
up there
ain't
saying no bullshit.
it ain't
Crowd gonna let
easy,
you know.
bro. I'm
The
telling
crowd
you,
gonna
it
let
ain't
you know.
easy.
But
But
definitely
yeah,
good
man,
stuff.
it was good chopping it up with you because we'll be on here all night for real.
Swear, real quick before we get out here, man, plug the photography and stuff, man. I've been seeing you doing great things with that.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, for anybody that I take pictures, but I mainly do 360 booths now. I got the 360 booth. If you got any event, weddings, baby shower, anything, I can set it up wherever, middle of the street. It don't matter. I don't care where you at. Australia, you got the bread, I'm coming.
Yes,
But yeah, I do the 360 booth. It's called Reliving Through Lenses. Anybody look me up on IG, Reliving Through Lenses, like a camera lens. Yeah, you see all the videos on there. Appreciate it, cuz.
absolutely. And then and for real, I'm going after this, but it's like, dog, as much as I'm on social media, I'm paying attention to what everybody got going on, and I try to
Yeah.
support the best way that I can, if I can. If people got something that they selling, I try to buy it, hit the share button, do whatever to just put it out there, because you never know. All it takes is one person to see it and it can take off.
Yeah.
You
And
never
really,
know.
that's what I had planned on doing when I came up there was, getting on there so I could get her a little advertising, because I
Yes,
know people
sir.
be watching the show. I was like, my people's got a little podcast, but we just didn't have the time to do it,
Absolutely.
man. Kids, man.
Swear. That's it. Look, mine wasn't here that day because of the pool party that we had just had. Had a whole pool party and I ain't even getting in the water. Man.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to swim, bro.
Swear. Appreciate y'all. Charlie, anything you
Man,
want
for
to throw
sure,
out before
cuz.
we get off here, man?
I would say is this, like I said, I say it every day. Like I said, two things you need to remember when you wake up. Thank God you see another day to be the best person you can be. And just win the day, man. Win the day. Like I said, do the best you can every day. And like I said, like I said with me, like win the day, and being blessed to do what you need to do. Like I said, even with me down here, like I'm doing everything. Got my own production thing, the Jet Lounge. I'm doing stuff in Atlanta now. Getting back to Atlanta, like I said, I connect with DJ Smalls and things when I was here. So I still got the connection. So I'm getting that stuff together so I can get back in the city. But like I said, just win the day, man. That's all I can say about that. And honestly, man, these talks right here they good because I told Adrian sometimes I used to go back home just to look where I'm from and to give me motivation. And like the thing is, like because my people's not there, my dad he's in Louisville now, so I went up there to see them. And I told Adrian, man, it's therapeutic to talk about them things. So like any time that people want to get together and like if they want to say, hey man, let's meet up somewhere, it can be back at home. Just let me know ahead of time so I can make a schedule to come.
Yeah,
Like
for
the
sure.
drive be like 8 hours for me. So I mean, but I'm willing to go home though. If people willing to go home, get something together, I'm cool with that.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work. Appreciate
Just
y'all,
let me
fellas,
know.
man.
For sure, man. Appreciate
That'll
you,
work.
man.
Good stuff, man. We out.
Ass toasted, no competition. Amisha coasting. I feel so high, I feel so live. My body's in the drive. Amisha coasting. I
Y'all
feel
watching
so
movies?
live, and I know why. That I can't deny. Amisha coasting. Giddy, fine wine, fools, malt liquor. Wish me I'm high class.